You're listening to the Every Woman series on Go Say Hello podcasts, connecting the right people and businesses in the same place at the same time. Let's start the show.
Yo, hey, go say hello. Go say hello. Go say hello. Go say hello. It goes, hey, hey, hi, yo, yo. Go say hello. Go say hello. Go say hello. Go say hello. Go say hello.
We have a guest with us today. Oh my gosh. Nesha Nycee is here.
Say it twice.
Nesha Nycee.
Say it twice.
Nesha Nycee is here. Hello, my love. Hello. She's so good.
It's the intro. Say it twice, Nesha Nycee.
I'm on my TikTok being.
That's right.
No, get into it. First of all, I'm grateful to be here.
Yes.
What we doing? It's the energy. Is it not the energy?
It's been here the whole morning. Yes.
I'm sitting around two goddesses. I'm a goddess in the midst of just energy that's going on. Black girl magic. I'm grateful to be a part, baby. Every woman.
Yes.
Is me, and I am every woman.
That's right.
Okay?
I love it. Yes.
You did. We're just getting started, baby.
Let's do it. Let's
Oh my
do
goodness.
The queen.
Nesha. So we met each other, what? It's been a while.
Girl, that's what I'm saying.
It's been a while. It's been a minute. And just seeing it's
That's what I
been a
mean.
minute.
When you can't even put no...
You can't even put a year on it, no time on it.
It's been a minute.
But it's so good to see how you've been moving. And one thing, and there's a lot of consistencies. One consistency I've definitely seen is how humble you are.
That's right.
Before we even got here, it was like people just knew Nesha. I was
Everybody knows Nesha Nycee.
Okay? And they say it twice.
That's right.
I'm super grateful because the thing about it is, y'all, like, you know, you can't get so caught up in the chase of whatever it is or get so caught up in ego that you feel like you are just so much more higher than or better than. No matter what I've accomplished, it's still humbling when somebody can come to me and say, Nesha, you inspire me, or whatever. The guy in the lobby, yo, I love your style. Where can I find? You know what I mean? Things like that. It's like he didn't have to open his mouth. He could have kept that to himself.
That's right.
It could have just been a personal thought, like, man, I love her style, and he could have just went about his business. But he actually said, you know what? I'm gonna exude outward, and I'm gonna let her know that I really like her style, and then it's up to me how I'm going to receive it. So I just try my best to receive things with love. You feel me? I'm not perfect. I'm human. I'm walking in the flesh. But you know what I mean? Like, that's just how it has always worked for me. I've had my times where I felt myself getting a little like, I mean, my mom always be like, all right, you're getting a little bit too big for your britches.
Okay.
She always know how to simmer me
together.
down. She always do it, you feel me? But I know how it feels to feel like that. And it don't feel good when you feel like you stunting on your people or for what?
Real.
That's not what this is about for me. So yeah, man, I take the compliments with grace and gratitude. I appreciate it. You don't have to say it, but you said it.
Yes.
And
What you mean?
the thing is, like how you were saying, the dude in the lobby just came up to you, but you give off that energy as if people can come up to you. Like you're very inviting,
Welcoming.
and that goes back to how we met. We met at the studio when. Just look out, y'all. We got a project coming out for y'all. I'm not going to say a whole lot, but we got a big project coming out, and that's where I met you. And so as soon as you came in the room, you spoke to everybody, whether you knew them or not. Call them queens, kings, everything. Like, you're speaking life into people that you don't even know. And so my first interaction with you was you calling me queen. Like, hey, queen, what's up? And I was like, who is this? I like her. Like, you know, you don't come in a room on some, like, hater type stuff like I'm in my own zone. Like, no, you're a welcoming and inviting person. So that just makes people want to say, hey, girl, I like your style, like, you know, and interact with you more. That's why everybody know Nesha Nycee. Say it twice.
Get into it.
Listen. So I know you said that, you know, your mom had to remind you to kind of humble yourself, right? Yeah. Do you feel sometimes that, do you see a glimpse of how it can be too much, like how it could be too much in terms of notoriety and fame and, you know, it's being known? Like, is it something where you feel like, ooh, that'd be too much if I had to deal with?
Well, yeah, I mean, I see glimpses of it because I feel like people are trying to put me in this light as if because I use the terminology queen and king and, you know, God and goddess and all of these different things where I'm enlightening my people and empowering them, that they try to put me on this pedestal like I'm perfect or like I can't have a bad day. But Nish, you ain't smiling. It's like, wait a minute, I'm thinking about some shit. You feel me? You know what I mean? I'm human, so it's just like I see pieces of that where people will try to make you seem perfect. It's like, wait a minute, that's not what this is. Like, even, you know, superstars or people that people really look up to that's on different levels that, you know, we try to say, even younger, growing up, you looking up to that person that you admire and you don't feel like they can do any wrong. That is not the case.
Right.
So I do see pieces of it. You know, I feel myself just even, you know, I know we're going to get into this, but just having that opportunity to travel the world and then being able to come back to the city and seeing how people was, you know, dealing with me then. And it's like, oh, you know, now people trying to see what they can get from me.
Back
or
then,
you know,
they didn't
now
want me.
Nah,
They out.
you know, come on now.
For me,
you know what it is. You
That's
know,
right.
people deal with you in a different light because they try to size you up from what they feel like you've accomplished or what they feel like you haven't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I've seen both sides of it, Queen.
Okay. Well, for people that don't know you, who are you? What do you do specifically? Because I know people are wondering, like, who is this?
Yes. Get into it. Nesha Nycee, say it twice. A whole queen, you feel me? I am a artist, but I am exactly what art is. I was created to create. That's the bottom line. Was born in St. Louis, raised in Atlanta, so I claim Saint Atlanta. It is a mixture.
Saint Atlanta, I ain't
You
never
feel me?
heard no shit like that
Come
before.
on, baby.
She just made it into a hybrid.
You
That's
see what I'm
it.
saying?
Right, okay.
Because y'all know how folks do. Folks gonna be to said this somewhere else. You're gonna see it on the shirt. You know where you heard of that.
I think it need to be on the shirt. That's
You know
right.
where you heard of that though. But yeah, so St. Louis being in my blood and then Atlanta just continuing to mold me into the artist that I am, giving me the opportunities, giving me the platform. You feel me? I've had the opportunity to work with great people from the Dungeon Family, Organized Noise, to Jazzy Faye, to being able to open up for greats like Lil' Kim and Monica and Brandy, and being able to have Curtis Blow in my back pocket with whatever I need, and being a part of the Hip Hop Alliance with KRS-One and Chuck D. You know, people that's just like way beyond even my era.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Erykah
By the time,
Badu.
I mean,
Erykah
come on,
Badu.
even
Mama Erica.
I seen that collab.
Love
Like,
to
wait a
smell like.
minute. Hold
Love to
on.
Mama
Erykah.
Erica
First of all, I
smell
gotta
like.
shout out Colin, you know, because Erykah, that's a relationship that I'm still nurturing and harnessing. You know, I had the opportunity to be around her energy 2 times, but just being around somebody 2 times, that don't just mean that that's just, you see what I'm saying? We got to understand her energy is massive. She's a queen and she has a lot going on.
That's
but
right.
to even be in her energy those 2 times, and then the second time to have my mom experience that, I was grateful because it was my mom's birthday. So to be able to give her that for her solar return, I was super grateful. But no, that was a blessing. Shout out to my boy Colin. You feel me? It's about relationships. You know, somebody seeing me perform. And it was honestly a performance that, I don't know, was so emotional after. Shout out to Cecily too, because that was the first time I performed at Cecily's. And I was super emotional after the performance, and people coming up to me and I'm just like, wait a minute. And I know me, I normally bring people in, and not saying I wasn't bringing people in, but I knew I was more in a rush to get to the car because I'm like, y'all, I don't know. It's just the energy. Like, I'm just crying. Just give me a second, but I appreciate the love. Thank y'all so much. Blessings. You feel me? And then maybe like a week after that, my boy Colin reached out. Wasn't my boy at the time because I didn't know him. But he said, listen, I'm on tour with Erykah Badu. Wow. He sent me all kind of pictures. Come to the next city. She think it'd be dope if you come out. I'm like, when?
Wow.
He like Thursday. It's like Tuesday. I'm like, okay.
Say less. Say less.
You feel me? That's the, you know,
Say
so I just
no
want to
more.
put that on record. Like, I don't want to make it seem like it's this thing of, oh, I'm Erykah Badu right here, man. That ain't what it is.
It's connections.
I was connected to somebody that
Right.
saw fit for, he actually said to me, congratulations, I want to bring you, this is the next part of your journey, is what he said to me. You deserve this. You feel me? So for him to be around that energy and to say, you know what, I want Nesha Nycee to be introduced to her, as well as I want Erykah to be introduced to Nesha Nycee.
And the thing is, it's about always putting your best foot forward. Because
Yes.
had you not put your best foot forward, that opportunity probably would have not been availed to you. And so you were literally in the right place at the right
time.
with
And
the
you
right
received your
people.
assignment.
So kudos to that.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so
I love
much.
So let me ask you, we're going to talk about travels shortly, but I feel you give me manifestation vibe. We've been talking about what it is
We've been
to
talking
manifest.
about that for a while.
Yeah, manifest
That's right.
and to speak things and have it actually happen. How big is that for you And when you look,
I'm sorry.
you good. How big is that for you for your artistry?
I just want you to stop it. Sorry. All right.
Go ahead and lock it so her phone don't.
Yeah. But back to it. So we're gonna talk about manifestation.
Okay.
How big has that been for you when it comes to your artistry? Like, is it a combination of manifestation, skills, connections? What do you feel like has been your kind of catapult? Your guide. Do you feel like there's a certain strategy that you've been moving off of?
Well,
What's the energy?
it's absolutely been, the higher power. Like, it's not me. You feel me? It's not myself. I'm a vessel. Mm-hmm. I've been through things where I just know for a fact, like, girl, you didn't have a pulse. You didn't bring you back. It don't matter. You feel me? You didn't physically bring you back. I'm not putting breath in my body. I don't care how much energy I got, how humble I am. I'm not the one that's putting breath in my body. So when I think about it in that sense, then I'm able to move with grace and gratitude. And then I'm able to understand that, wait a minute, I'm literally just a vessel in the grand scheme of what this really is. It ain't all about me. You feel me? Yes, I appreciate the love. You know what I mean? I like to go out and do my thing. You feel me? I love the attention when it's great attention because I know I've worked for it.
Yes.
You feel me? And I know I'm genuine. So I know when what people are giving to me, I've gave it out time and time again. Wait a minute, but what was the question? Is it a mixture? It's a mixture. Yeah. It's a mixture. So it's big God for real.
Yeah.
It's prayer. It's manifestation. It's constant energy. Yeah. Continuing to put in what you get out. If you say, man, you know what? I ain't gonna make it. Then that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I just hate to say what, you know what I mean? But that's just the truth of what it is. But if you continue I've always said, like, since I started this thing, I'm international. I don't care how long it takes. I'm going to be here. I've had many opportunities come across the table where I was like, I'm near 2012, 2013. I'm on my way overseas, and it just didn't happen. It wasn't in alignment, but I had my passport since then because of certain opportunities, but it happened the way it happened in 2022. You feel me? Because I continued to stand on that energy. Go ahead with what you was about to say, though, Queen.
I was just saying, because you mentioned 2012, so you've been doing this for over a decade.
Girl,
when did you start doing music?
I started doing music at 9.
What?
9 years old.
Now,
you feel me? So I started recording at 12.
Okay.
And then it got a little bit more serious, like 16, 17. By the time I was 16, 17, I was on V103.
What?
I was already doing...
Shout out to V103. Shout out to V103.
Shout out to Lil Bankhead. That's my boy. To the death of me. You feel me? Shout out to DJ Infamous. Shout out to Greg Street. Everybody that was just up there and continued to believe in me. I was coming up there battling guys twice my age. You feel me? And it was a thing where, I always had the energy and wasn't afraid, but I was more shy then. Okay. And it was a little bit harder, and the butterflies was in my stomach, and it was like, okay, I'm gonna cry if I don't get this right. But I pushed through, and I remained undefeated. Until somebody came in and kind of stole it up from up under me. But it's so funny because I ran into the guy maybe a few years after that. He was bartending and said, Nesha, you don't understand how you changed my life. I got a chance to battle you. You were the true champ. Because I didn't last. You were undefeated. But you changed my life because that opened up my battling career. Thank you. You inspired me. I'm like, King. He like, you the true champ. And he don't understand. My 16-year-old self needed to hear that. Because I was crushed from that. What?
Yeah.
I brought everybody from, what? It was what? It was lit. I had all my homegirls up there with me for that specific episode that I quote unquote lost. I still don't feel like I lost. Like the footage is still up there to this day. They spelled my name wrong. I still held my ground. Like, I killed it. Everybody was like, how did he win? Like, it was so close. He might have won by 1 or 2 votes. This is no shade. So severe. This ain't no shade.
Let's talk about your
so severe. But you know what I mean? But, so yeah, Queen, just continuing to push through things like that. I knew then, like, all right, if you stay at it, you're going to get somewhere. So shout out to Bankhead. Shout out to DJ Infamous. I remember when DJ Khaled called in that night when I lost and said, Nesha, I want you to come out to Miami and we're going to do a mixtape. Now, I don't know what happened with the follow-up with that.
That's
but
okay.
This is the first time I've ever said this on record at an interview, but literally, because it was one of those things where I regretted it. Like, what happened with that? But I know I had a lot going on. I was in a group at the time. You feel me? But continuing to still push. You feel me? But yeah. A long time coming. Not new to this. True to this.
That's right. Talk that talk.
What?
Literally.
So now you on a part where you traveling now. You
She said she international.
That's it.
Nesha Nycee. And you said in 2012 you had already got your passport. So to me it sounds like a kind of a manifestation.
I was just about to say.
Right? 10 years later.
Capping.
Go ahead.
It was 2014. It wasn't
2014,
2012.
okay. That's cool. 2014. You started that manifestation in 2022. What happened? Where was the first place you traveled to this year outside of the state?
So this year, I've had the privilege to go to the United Kingdom. And I got to shout out my family. Shout out to the Soundbank family. I love y'all. Shout out Mel. Shout out Daz. Shout out everybody. Shout out Denalva. You feel me? Shout out Shay.
All right, Shay, you know who you are, Shay?
You know who you are, Shay.
Shantae, what's up, Queen? Look, it's too many shout outs. Shout out to my boy Theo. Shout out to everybody. I literally have lifelong friends, like best friends that I'm constantly tapping in with, even on the 5-hour difference.
Wow.
I'm looking at the clock like, all right, I know it's 10 o'clock over there. Okay, Niche, you ready? Like, literally, I left for Impact over there. So that was the first place I went to this year.
Okay.
And I was able to plant seeds there and to be able to start the year off like
You
that.
better start off
You
strong,
come
baby.
through the year, huh?
Come on.
What?
In Britain.
You start off
With the
the year
tape.
somewhere else, baby.
Yes.
Set the tone.
Yes.
Come
Set the
on.
tone.
Wait a minute, baby. Y'all, because I got to grab my neck on this one. It was one of them things where it was just like, girl,
It's here.
listen, you ain't asking for enough.
Ooh.
You
Price
ain't
went up.
asking for enough.
Price went up.
Raise
You ain't
your
asking
standards.
for enough. I'm telling you, you're not asking for enough because you've been saying you was international. I could be doing a rehearsal. We could be outside and I'd be like, okay, y'all, give it up. We in the middle of Zimbabwe. Y'all put y'all, and everybody looking crazy, but it's like, and we might be in Decatur somewhere, but I've continued. I've continued to
Decatur to Zimbabwe. Hey,
y'all, so
it can
saying
happen.
all of that to say, like, the fact that I've continued to call this out and I was able to stamp my passport right over there this year. Okay, let's be more specific with our manifestations and what we're saying. Let's put the date on it. Let's put the time, the place. Let's put the temperature on it. Let's even put the outfit.
Come on, what you wearing?
On it.
Specific.
What you
That's
wearing?
right. I
What
like
you
that.
wearing?
I like
because
that.
I know everything that I want comes to me.
Yeah.
I've seen it, y'all. I don't care how long it take. Literally, different things sway in the morning. I've said that. I'm like,
Yes.
yo.
That's because you believe in yourself, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you did not believe in yourself the way you do, it wouldn't come to pass.
And people be
though.
thinking you need a whole. I'm not dissing nobody who got a whole team in a machine. Give thanks. Where y'all at? I'm looking for the right people. I appreciate the people that's in my corner. I have legends that advise me, different people. I appreciate y'all so much, my mentors. But saying all this to say, I have continued to do this literally one-man band.
You came here by yourself. By yourself.
You know what I'm saying? So it even scares me because I'm like, I wish I could celebrate this with 10, 15 people to say, dang, Nisha, we all put that energy and that's what led you to Sway. You feel me? But I'm able to call my folks on the phone and celebrate that way.
Okay. What do you think is the hardest thing about finding a team, though, in the music industry? Like, talk about that.
I feel like the more and more, because when I was much younger, it was so much easier to be like, well, I'm only 12, so I gotta, the man that's saying come to his studio, I'm gonna listen to him. Like, you know what I mean? It was much easier to depend on that. But now, you know, when you get into your adult years, for me, I just feel like that's why I had to create my own label, because God was saying, you are the boss too. Like, you are the CEO. And I know people be like, oh, you can't wear too many hats and you know, focus on this and focus on one thing. And that's true too, but sometimes it is cut out for you to literally be the CEO.
That's right.
It literally is cut out for you that way. And I'm like, wow, like I never was getting it from other people. Ain't nobody gonna bet on you the way you gonna bet on yourself. Ain't nobody gonna be up
Period.
24 hours, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. Ain't nobody gonna go without eating the way you gonna do it because you just had to pay to get that mastered.
Yes.
Just because that's just how I'm giving it up. Even on my last, that's just how I continue to give it up. So, yeah, I think that's what it is, Queen. Like me just not settling for lackluster. Because I have had people that came around and said, Nesha, we would love to do this and do that for you. But they haven't given the 1,000,000% that I've given. And I'm not settling for 1,000.
That's right.
I'm not settling for 100, baby. Either you going to give 1,000,000 or you going to give 1,000,000,000 or 1,000,000,000.
Oh,
So I can match that.
not the zillion.
You know what I mean? And then we had to create something else, but just it's real. You feel me?
Mega million.
It's real. You feel me? If we ain't giving that so we can create new words, then nah, I'm good on it.
That's right.
I'm good on it.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
And you the team you need, and everything will come through. Now, did it ever, because it was challenge to find a team, was it ever like, dang, man, I guess I'll just be the one person band, or it's like, things are gonna come. They'll come when they come.
No, because I mean, even with me saying that, I'm saying that loosely, like, because again, when I say team, I'm talking about like whole machine, people in departments, you got this person over the budget, and certain situations that people have, and salute, no bitterness when it comes to that. I don't want people to look at it like, oh, she hating. Like, no, love to that. That's just not my situation. It's not my reality. Mm-hmm. My thing is, I have people in my corner, like I said, so I have my mentors, 30, 40 years in the game, work with people like Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, that is like, they here for me. Nesha, they overlooking certain opportunities. They like, oh, we got this going on overseas for you too. Boo, boo, boo. I'm gonna put you in this position. I'm handling this for you. And then I have, my other people that's on the Grammy Academy that's niche, whatever you need me to, you feel me? Yeah. So I have those people. And then I have my go-to photographer. I have my go-to videographer. Those are people that I'm like, yo, that's my go-to immediate team. But when it comes to like, well, do you have this management, super management and accountant that's overlooking this, and maybe this person is overlooking the budget, and you know what I mean? When it gets super particular in those parts, that's not the reality of what it is. You feel me? Not right now, but I'm continuing to call it in.
Absolutely.
And I'm super blessed.
Okay, love it.
Yeah,
love it.
That is. How long were you in Britain for? In Great Britain?
So I was over there for 3 months. Yeah,
that's a long time. Girl, what was you doing?
Girl, so I was actually over there. Like
that's more than a vacation at that point.
Yeah, you working.
Yes. And they don't call vacation, they call it holiday. So I was really on an extended holiday. You feel me? Shout out to Mel again. Shout out to the Sound Bank family. I cannot thank her enough. Again, it was just one of those things. Met her probably like 2014, 2015 at A3C. I'm in the room. Right. I'm greeting everybody. I'm not missing. Hey, I'm Nesha Nycee. You beautiful. You whatever. I go to her, and then I hear she has an accent. And I'm like, oh, I love your accent. And she just so happened to speak on the panel like right before, but I missed it. And this and third, long story, not so long. She connected with me outside of that. Like, hey, I've been looking at your stuff. Come to the studio. I'm still in town. She's like, I'm here from London, but I want to come to the studio. I didn't have a car at the time. I made it work. Hey, ask my folks, yo, boom, boom, give me a ride. I got you on the gas, whatever. Went, played the album I had out at the time. It's called Get Into It. It's not even out on any platforms anymore because I took it down because I felt like, oh, the sound, the mastering, the this, to that. Really should have kept it up. You know how we be as artists. We be in our head too much.
Sensitive
Keep
about our
your
shit.
stuff up. Keep your content up. So I took it down, you feel me? And but I played that at the time. Everybody in the room was super inspired, super moved by what I had going on. And she was just like, we're gonna stay in touch. Like, I see you're a star. Like, I see it in you. I'm gonna go back home to London, but I'm gonna be in touch. So I'm like, okay. Boom. It was a guy there, one of her close friends. He had tears in his eyes. He like, I'm something about you, man. I'm like, King. So I just felt really moved by that whole experience. Like, wow, God is going to do something with this. Okay. Maybe 3 weeks later, she hit me, hey, I'm back in London. I got this idea. I want to put together this 90s cover band. I want y'all to tour the world. I'm looking at Shanghai. I'm looking at Dubai. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at Tokyo. I'm looking at Japan. Like, she already had it laid
International.
out. She already had it laid out. So I'm like, wow, this is what I've been speaking over myself. Like, oh my God. So she's like, I'm in London. I want you to facilitate the auditions in Atlanta. I'm like, okay. I put the word out, calling all musicians, calling background singers, calling this, calling that. Put the word out. Y'all come get this opportunity. You need to have your passport, boom, 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 boom. Mm-hmm. People came. We formed the band. People played. People know who played. You hear me? People know who played. You feel me? It's still love to this day. Because I know I'm still stamping my passport. I still love you. Yeah. You feel me? But certain people played. That opportunity slipped through the cracks because she felt like, I'm spending money on this. People ain't really serious. Okay. I got to step away from it, Nesha. So it went a period of time where I just kept doing my Nesha Nycee thing, and that was in the back. And 4 or 5 years later, she hit me. 2021, she hit me. Hey, she hit me on video. Look, I'm looking. She like, look at my studio. I'm like, she like, remember I was telling you I was having issues with my other studio. I'm like, yeah. She like, this is my new build. I'm like, wow. She like, yeah, $500,000. I'm like, wow. She's like, how would you feel about coming out here? I need to get you out here. I'm like, let's do. She's like, remember we been. I'm like, yes. She like, okay, I got this idea. I want to brand content out of my studio. I want to do a podcast. I'll fly you over to do the podcast. In return, you can record your album. You can work with some in-house producers here.
Get flued
obviously,
out. Get flued out.
You gonna do what you gonna do. Yeah. So, her bringing me out there to do that, by the time it was time for me to leave, she's like, Nesha, I know for a fact you know more people than I know in London now. And here she is from London. Wow. But I just didn't waste the day. Yeah, that's right. I didn't waste no time. I'm on the bus. What? Come on, they bring a new level to riding the bus, baby, when you can sit at the top.
Right.
You feel like you in the sky already, baby. Marta, step it up.
Not Marta.
Listen, if we gonna do public transportation, let's do it in luxury.
Let's do it right.
Let's do it the right way.
Let's do it in luxury.
They had leather seats in that mud.
Girl, they had comfortable seats.
And air conditioning.
Air conditioning. You could charge your phone in them up.
I know they had a concierge service and everything.
Girl.
I'm gonna have to get some tips.
Lamb chops.
I'm trying to go. No, girl, I know you lying.
How was they food? I'm about to say, how was they food?
You know I'm lying.
I'm gonna have to get some tips though, because I'm trying to go to London by the end of the year.
You're going to London by the end of the year.
I'm going to London by the end of the year.
Definitely gonna be those tips.
I need to know where to go.
The food was terrible.
I hear that all the time.
Never mind.
I hear that all the time. I have.
Really?
So what was it? Not flavorful?
The custom, like, British food, like what they look at is like, the British dish and all of that. The beans with the...
They do baked beans with like breakfast or something like that.
Yes, it's so disgusting.
I know y'all see my face.
So nasty. But then obviously it's a melting pot. So you have the people that came straight from the islands. They got the good Caribbean restaurant. You know what I mean? You can eat all type of food. You can eat Lebanese food over there. You can eat all kind of food because there's so many different cultures of people. Now, once I started looking outside of like just the British spots, I really just was eating a lot of Jamaican food. I'm not gonna lie. I just kind of stuck to that. Once I get to where I'm at, and I was eating Nando's. Shout out to Nando's. That's South African cuisine. All right. Very good. Shout out to Nando's. They had the peri-peri chicken popping. Shout out to Nando's.
Two first names.
Not her mouth watering at this point.
Yes, peri-peri. Yes, it's yes, South African cuisine. And I would always see so many beautiful African people. Oh, that's another thing.
In London?
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Oh, Africa is so prevalent. Oh.
So
we there. Oh. The motherland. Y'all, literally, when I say we over there thriving so beautifully, yes. I'm walking past people, I'm like, Queen, you are beautiful. Look at your skin. She's like, I'm from Zimbabwe. Thank you. Wow. You know what I mean? Literally, they looking at me like, are you from East Africa? I'm like, the way they got us set up in the
East
States.
Atlanta, you feel me?
I can only say East Atlanta. I don't know, baby. Can you help me out?
Not East Africa, East Atlanta.
East Atlanta, Africa. Put it together. Listen,
but the thing about it is, though, y'all, we deserve to be claiming where we really from, our roots. That's what that was about. It was beyond me working. It was about self-awareness, too. Because so many people that was a question of like, what's your originality? Like, where are you from? What's your ethnicity? Like, where are you from? Like, what tribe are you from? My good friend, that's one of my closest friends now that I met in London, she's from South Africa. And she said she had to show me. She said, Nesha, my auntie texted me from the picture I posted in my story of us, and she's asking, are you from South Africa?
Wow.
And here it is, her auntie living in Africa asking, you feel me? So I'm like, queen. So just even, oh my God, like I know what it is. Like I continue to cry out for my roots. I tat it on me. I know what it is. You know what I mean? Like I know what this is. This is in my DNA. I continue to put it on me because I know like the royalty stems beyond like just being able to say like, okay, Egypt, but what's beyond ancient Kemet? It goes so deep. Like, what about Atlantis? We could look at Atlanta as the new Atlantis. That's a whole nother conversation.
Okay.
But I'm just saying. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. So it was deep. I was able to do some internal growth. You feel me? And really find out who I was even deeper.
Okay.
Is Africa a place you want to go to now?
It is.
Okay.
That's my next place.
Okay.
That's my next place. I had my eyes on Egypt, and I was gonna go during the scamdemic or whatever.
Scamdemic.
I ain't heard that one, but I feel it.
I was gonna go during the scamdemic.
I like that.
Okay, no disrespect, baby, but
give me scammer vibes.
it is what it is, baby. It's a whole scam.
Be on the lookout.
Whole scam out this mother.
Yeah.
All right. He's talking about monkeypox and all that. Listen, sorry, not sorry. I'm a Retta voice. But girl, what was it again? Africa. Yes. No, I was gonna go during the scamdemic. Yes, it is. I was gonna go during the scamdemic to Egypt, but they just had so many protocols, and it was the thing of like, was I gonna make it back over or not? But it was extra cheap. So I decided not to go then because the
prices is high now too.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, but it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna make it happen. We're going to get there. We're going to make it happen because we all have to travel this world.
And the thing is, it's so expensive to travel outside the United States.
Why?
But
when you get there,
it's the why, right? But once you get across the pond, everything is
cheaper.
Everything is reachable.
They make
you know
it
what
so
I'm saying?
expensive to get there. But once you there,
but it's like they paint this picture of the American dream, like come to America, and then you stuck here because you can't afford to get out.
Yes.
You can't. So my thing is like, why are we forced to have to budget to get out this country? You know what I'm saying? Like,
come on.
That's real.
That's real.
Come on, that's deep. That's deep.
Because a lot of people can't afford it.
Come on, it's a system, y'all. It's a system, and we'll get caught up in this matrix, you know, if we don't look beyond it.
Yeah.
You know, I understand, like, even coming back, I was hit with it. I said, damn, inflation like a mother. You feel me? I was over there with the pound. You feel me? The pound stretched so much further than the U.S. dollar. Now, when I had to come... When certain times I didn't have a pound, I was getting booked over there. I was getting paid in the pound. I was grateful for that because that stretched a lot further than the U.S. dollar. But when I did have to use my card, I got charged those extra crazy conversion fees. And you just really saw like the U.S. dollar ain't nothing.
No.
Stop keeping us bound, y'all. Like I said, I came back to inflation. Stop keeping us bound. I came back to people that was super motivated and working on small businesses and different things now side hustling their life away because of the reality of what it is.
Yes.
No. I won't go for it, and y'all won't go for it either. We not. We gotta continue whatever energy that you was putting into your dream when the scamdemic hit, because some people never put that energy into whatever they side thing was. I mean, it's always been me.
Yeah.
I was able to put some extra into it. You feel me? But let's get back to that so we can continue to shift through the matrix, queen. That's how we get through it. Because like you said, they will keep us discouraged. Oh my God, it's $2,000 to get over there.
Right.
My rent $2,000. How I'm going, you know what I mean? Baby, I don't care if it's $5. I don't care if it's $10 you put to the side. Start making goals, y'all.
Prioritize travel, prioritize relaxation elsewhere, prioritize discovering yourself in another state, another country. Just get up out of here.
Please,
this ain't it. This ain't all that's out there.
I'm telling you, would you rather look back on that shopping bag, or would you rather look back on that stamp in that passport?
On them whamps. Look at them whamps.
Come on, baby.
Listen.
Do you have a trip coming up? Wait, are you going anywhere? Anytime soon?
My next trip would be to the Virgin Islands, which is where my family's from.
Okay.
But
I love the Virgin Islands as well.
I've never been.
you should go.
I don't know
where
where
you going.
I'm trying to go.
part
Let me pull up with y'all.
You could.
Where you going?
Maybe I want to
I'm
say.
trying to do it in a couple of months.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, St. John.
Part 2 in the Virgin Islands. Okay.
That would be
Virgin
so
Islands.
dope. And I got family there, so we can talk
We
about
gonna be
that.
good.
That's another one of those. You feel me? That you can get that international experience with, and you ain't gotta have your passport.
Exactly. So, yep. So the U.S. Virgin
Okay.
Islands, because my
The
dad
US
lived on
US
the
Virgin
U-
Islands,
you
that's
don't
right.
need a
Yes,
passport.
exactly. The U.S. But
But
the
you can
regular.
take a boat trip to the British Virgin Islands,
Okay.
and you do need a
You do
passport
need
for
a
that.
pass.
Okay.
So,
But we good. We
yeah,
covered.
yeah, we gonna
Okay.
get there. We'll talk about
We'll
that.
be there.
Let me ask you, Nesha. You ever had a plan B? We talking about
Girls,
no. We talking the plan B in life, in your career. Calm down. My bad. I'm sorry.
Did you hear the way the
I
champagne?
was looking like,
Did you hear the way the champagne went
This
down?
said,
she's like, why you asking me that on camera?
we're talking about in career.
Now I haven't. You feel me? I haven't. You know what I mean?
Actually,
Listen,
Now I'm embarrassed. I'm like, wait, oh, that is called a plan B.
they haven't had the luxury, baby, to get into the gates of the garden.
Okay.
All right.
Can't sit here. Can't sit here. But in terms of career, if you ever have a plan B, did you ever say, if this don't work, I'm gonna do this?
No.
I love it.
No.
So you have to
This
say.
has been A through Z. This has literally been A through Z. And don't get it twisted, y'all. As a creative, as an entrepreneur, y'all know what it is. Like, we got to hustle and bustle. We got to make things happen. So I've had willy-nilly, hillbilly, side gigs here and there. But I've always kept my focus. Wait a minute, because what's going on with this? I've always kept my focus, on what the main prize was. So
Yeah.
never a plan B. Never. This is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. This is the whole way through.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, baby, the reality of it is our birthdays continue to come around, baby. And we continue to get more and more seasoned. And you continue to look and you say, like I was sharing with y'all off camera, the little swoop, swam situation I had in London. Mm-hmm. I was kind of looking like, wait a minute. I felt some type of way about that because I'm just like, I know how I continue. This is what I'll say. Music is the thing that has continued to break my heart the most. Bottom line, the whole way across the board. Okay. I put so much into it. I love it so much. I've, even been when I've been in romantic relationships, that's been a problem because it's like, you always, because this has always been this is my first love. Mm-hmm. Before I could love a person, I put the love into the craft of what my words could do for me, how it could be an outlet for the pain I was experiencing. So that was a whole different level. Wow, I fell in love with the way I could communicate my pain. Okay. You feel me? So yeah, like nothing has broke my heart more than music, being disappointed, feeling like, damn, I know I done put this into it and da-da-da, and I know da-da-da, and everybody, oh, Nesha, da-da-da. But then you be like, all right, well, wait a minute. But I'm not in that place because I continue to elevate. I continue to get opportunities, even outside of just standing in front of a mic or holding a microphone and performing. Shout out to Breaking the Chain. Shout out to the Queen Char Bates. But I just did the summer camp at Morehouse College.
Come on, Morehouse.
HBCU.
So, you know what I mean? Like, literally, cashing these checks from double entendres, like, literally allowing my gift, coming in the classroom, working with young adults, empowering them. One queen coming to me being like, Nesha, like, we went to Icon, took the kids to Icon Studios. They all got, this is what I'm telling y'all. They all got paid to record a song for the program they was in. They got paid to participate in the program while learning life skills,
Okay.
while learning about publishing, while learning about songwriting, while learning about the ins and outs of management, songwriting, copyright, whatever it is, like, they went through this. So I was able to assist there. So, I mean, I wouldn't call that a plan B, but whatever the sector is, I'm going to always. I mean, I'm in the songwriting space. Shout out to my homegirl, Sydney, Star Baby. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody that I know that's in the songwriting space. Shout out to Tasha Couture. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Renee G. Shout out to everybody in the songwriting space. Continuing to do things there. You feel me? Because the thing about it is, as artists, we always feel like we want to be in the forefront. If I ain't in front of the camera, then it ain't fun.
I'm not an artist. Yeah.
Girl, sit your ass behind
In the back and get paid.
and support and use your expertise and use your creativity that way.
Absolutely.
You feel me? So yeah, I will continue to use my voice, whether that's motivating, whether that's standing on the truth, whether it's through music. You feel me? Whether it's giving love. I'm gonna continue to use my voice.
Come on. Hey, I felt the spirit. I didn't know what to do. I'm still moving.
I can't deal
Get
with y'all. Too much champagne. It's too much champagne.
It's not enough. It's not enough. But no, you know, you're gonna say something. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask because you mentioned like when you first began writing, like when you were younger, you wrote from an experience of pain, but you said you kind of got past that. So what are you trying to convey in your music now? Like what is most important, or how are you trying to come off to an average person, or what is your message?
Hip hop to me is higher infinite power, healing our people. Shout out to Minister Servers. Shout out to the Temple of Hip Hop. Shout out to KRS-One. And that was just one of those things that really spoke to me. Like, I never really knew what I was doing until I started to be around different people that were doing the same thing that I was doing. I just shouted out my good friend, Char Bates, a queen in the community, revolutionary, everything that she's doing. But she's in that vein of edutainment.
Ooh.
I'm in that vein.
You're creating words, huh?
I'm in that vein
here,
of edutainment. Like, I'm in that same vein of bringing education but entertaining at the same time, because I'm gonna call you a queen and a king, but you still gonna be lit in the midst of it.
That's right.
You feel me? So
Yeah.
come on, let's all do a quick.
Hey. I love it. Hey. This should want to do a TikTok. We should do a TikTok. We should do a TikTok.
I gotta do one before we leave it.
I do a TikTok.
You know when you 95 and girl, when we was doing Lean With It, Rock With It, let's not let the people know we 80. But
Hey, speak for yourself, girl. Play it now.
Everybody know a little something about that.
But I'm just saying, wasn't it more simple? Are they not doing whole choreography?
They doing whole 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3,
Head back,
4,
arm,
head to the
side,
and round and round and drop it down, bring it up.
It is more articulate.
The most complicated thing we had was Soulja Boy. Crank that.
Yes.
That was about a 1, 2, you know what I'm saying?
And then the spin-offs from that, because remember they was like, do
Superman.
the Lion King.
Whoa.
The Lion King.
Lion King. I'm wearing the Disney sponsorship. I knew they had the Roosevelt.
I remember the Batman.
Roosevelt. Oh, the Batman.
I don't remember how it went though, but I remember they had a Batman.
Why me crank that
Batman. That's a different era. That's a white tea era. Yeah, I don't know about the white tea era. You know what I'm saying?
But
it has to be this long. Yeah.
But now, you got whole, choreography, bankroll, dance 411 inside that thing.
Like, what's this whole thing they be doing with their head made back? Like,
Is it the bunny? What is it?
It's the bunny.
Y'all, the thing about it is, we so silly. We take the silliest shit, but then we make it so hard.
something big,
Because I can't get that. I just can't get it out of my head. As silly as that damn dance is. Now this
That's
is
that
another
hip-hop
thing.
culture.
I love hamsters, so I'm actually okay with anything that remotely reminds me of hamsters.
Is that what this is?
I was like, what a hamster.
it's supposed to be like a bunny, but I'm trying to give
hamster vibes.
So I was hoping y'all saw that in me. People say if you stand on one toe upside down backwards after you pay your taxes,
Hold on, wait.
Fill
Hold
up
on,
your
wait.
gas tank.
Before you pray to the Lord. Huh?
Everybody at home trying to do it. Like, wait, turn around.
I look like a hamster if you stand backwards on your left toe with your...
What's in this? What's in here? Am I hearing what I'm hearing? What's going on? What is in
That's
this?
why I said everybody at home like, let me do this. Trust on.
But you know what? The
But
fact
tax
that,
season ain't came around no way, so how are y'all going to be able to see? Because I said after you pay your taxes, stand
Tax
on one
paid.
toe. Okay. Is it giving hamster?
somewhat, you know what I'm saying? Somewhat, definitely one of them vibes. Now, it's crazy how like social media has such a big construct now. Even when it comes to like even like the news, they will have parts of things that they find on TikTok, and they'll have segments on what they find on TikTok, or people be doing their TikTok dances on the news. There's the new Issa Rae show that came out, rap shit. Have you?
Yes.
I just saw it the other day.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's
No, a show on TikTok?
It's not TikTok. Sorry, but
okay.
it kind of gives that whole social media involvement. It's on. I don't know. It's on Hulu. Something like that.
Hold on, let's pause for a second. I think I have an alarm going off. I'm sorry. Is that my phone?
No, that might probably be my phone.
Babe.
Bow. Been a hit that.
We got an
might be
alarm
my
going
phone,
off.
my bad.
That's the international phone, darling. She getting called from internationals.
Yeah,
You good?
it's okay. You can put it on silent or whatever.
Should have freestyled on that beat. You should have
You got
freestyled
two
on that beat.
phones.
Boom,
Right.
boom, boom. Girl, yeah, because
Two phone international.
before I left, I had a situation where my phone was stolen, right?
I used to hear about that.
Phone was stolen,
In
but
London?
no.
Oh, okay.
Before I left the country, right?
Oh, okay.
I had a situation, went out to celebrate, phone was taken. The person had me on a whole ransom, like it'll be 9. I'm thinking
you lying.
they texted
I know you
me like,
lying.
hey, I have your phone. I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. Like I've been pulling my hair out. I'm getting ready to leave the country in 2 days. Like they like, yeah, $900. I'm like,
Boy, rent is due.
$900.
Rent is due, Sam.
ended up tracking the location, pulled up on the phone. I'm like, listen, I'm at the gas station. You somewhere around here. What's what? It'll be 900. Just cash at me. I see you got money. I've been in y'all. I'm like, listen, I
Wow.
don't care what. Look, doing too much. I said, listen, you're doing too
Apple
much.
for the ransom.
You're doing too much. I said, wait. Well, just tell me your code and just tell me your code on Cash App. And I'm girl.
But he said he saw it, though.
It was somebody young, and it was a girl. It was a female, because I could see it was like Baby Boo 1, 2, 3 for the Cash App or some girl. Anyway,
First of all,
long story not so long, girl. I got to going like, you know what? You can have the phone, baby. Karma. I wish you the best. Oh my God. I see you got spiritual stuff on your phone. I don't want no bad karma. Like, I'm just gonna give you your phone back.
Scare
I'm just
the devil out of her.
I'm just gonna, like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm just
that's
gonna
that
wrap it
godly
up.
energy up in you, girl. They
Ended up-
felt that.
Girl, ended up
Snatch.
wrapping my phone up. I lied to y'all, not wrapping it up in a plastic grocery bag, putting it it was a veterinarian right next to the CVS. They told me, meet me at the CVS first.
Were you by yourself?
No, I had my brother.
Okay.
I'm like,
so you gotta have people touch them.
I had some people with me. Yeah, but text me. Oh my! I left your phone at the vet. It's wrapped up in the bag. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Wow.
I was asking for
That was her
forgiveness.
conscience. That was her
But I
conscience.
had already. Shout out to Lennox Small and shout out to my boy that took care of me, because when I went in there, they took care of me like Nesha Nycee, and they saw because I wasn't the same. I went in there and my energy that was and
They
my
already knew
energy
something was up.
You feel me? And I appreciate everybody that took care of me in there, gave me the family discount, took care of me. And I just ended up already just getting that phone because I had ordered it.
So now
And
she got to.
Yeah, and she gave it back that night. And that phone was already ordered that night.
Wow.
That's just how the energy worked. I said, what? My energy brought my phone back? I didn't even say, oh, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to da-da-da. You know what I mean? You know how people get?
Yeah.
Shawty, I'm going to beat your ass.
Yeah.
I said, baby. I said, karma, baby. I said, keep the phone. For $900, you can keep it. I had already bought another one. Baby, you can keep it.
So let me tell you, you're not a fighter, right? I don't get that out of you.
Physical.
In general, physical.
Because I
Talk about it. Are you a fighter?
I'm not a...
Or
no,
were you in your past
let me see
life?
these knuckles. Let me-
Because I feel like the way you just said, "Shawty, I'm about to beat you." I saw something.
yeah.
But
You trying to stand?
I don't see that same. I don't know. Like I feel like if necessary.
Right. I mean, you know,
But what's really good though?
life or death, obviously. I've never been the type to just fight. Like, I'm the type of person, like, even going through, like, middle school, high school, elementary, people knew me, like, as the class clown, the person with the energy.
I was going to ask you how you were at school.
That type of, like, the one that always stood out. I'm getting kicked out the class because I'm loud. I'm being me. You know, the colorful hair, like, the braids. None of this is new. You know, niggas is
True
like,
to this.
are you going to retire it at a point? Maybe when I'm 100. But saying all this to say, like, yeah, that's always been energy. I remember I got into it with this larger girl, and I don't know what it was about. And I just know I didn't want to fight her. And I was like, girl, you feel me? Because, and the bus had came. And I
Saved
said,
by the bus.
So
Saved
you
by the bus. You lucky the bus came.
I said, not saved by the bell, but saved by the bus.
Because I'm not the one anyway.
Open the door. Open
You
because
know
you
when
lucky
you
the
got
bus
people
holding me
behind
there.
you. And she ended up being one of my close friends
Wow.
right after
That's
that.
funny.
You know what I mean? Because I was that type of person. Like, girl, fight me for what, girl?
Right.
She was really going, you know what I mean?
Just
Break
like
me
for
on
real.
down. I wasn't that type. But no, Queen, when it comes to that, I'm not going to lie. I do stay getting tickets because when it comes to that, I don't know. It's no restraints. Ma'am,
Speed
for what? Don't you have something better to be doing?
That's what you be doing.
I be going, your tent is too dark. So is the 5 people that just drove by. It's actually your attitude.
Fight with the law, girl.
Like,
You fight with the law.
if something goes off there, my mom in the car like, baby, you got. I'm like, no, I'm doing this for us.
Just make
And
sure
for
you
these
call
tents.
somebody when you get
And
pulled
for
over
these
next
tents,
time.
right.
We
Put
call
on your
everybody
live.
on FaceTime. Like,
Put
put
your
us
live
all on
on.
the phone. We need to see this shit.
For these
So I
tents.
do you know what I mean? It be certain situations I do a little bit too much on. When it comes to the, now listen, I'm not finna let nobody disrespect me now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna speak up. You feel me? I'm gonna do it out of love. You mean I let people know, like, and I let people know too, like, if it's something where it's like I see somebody being nasty, I'm like, baby, it's your character.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? And I may just say that and keep it moving.
your beauty,
Because
it's
you
your
just
character.
you just hit people with those 1-2 skip to my lose. But I'm not somebody that's gonna be in my adulthood inspiring people working with youth, talking about square up.
Yeah.
No, baby.
Yeah.
We can find another way. Let's talk about it. And if it's gonna be disrespect, you don't even need to be in my space, baby.
That
Because they
that
pull
over
hair. Yeah, they pull hair.
Keep that over there. You feel me?
So with being in the music industry and you're a female rapper, you know there's a lot of female rappers that are arising right now and they're doing their thing. Do you find yourself like, is there a lot of competitiveness with that, or do you, or is there a lot of more, or is it more of like a lot of match energy, or is it more of competitive energy? Maybe that's a better way to phrase it.
They're your colleagues, they're your competition.
Are
colleagues or
Are
competition?
they some haters? Is really what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel people hating on you or more encouraging you?
Well, I'm in a better space about it now, but I would say, like, maybe for like the last like 5 years, you wasn't like, it had it in my head, like I knew people was biting. I knew they was taking certain things from what they saw from me. They was using it for they self, and then they was
Stealing
hating
your
on
energy.
stealing my. You mean certain things like that, and it's okay. This is my thing.
Shoot, get your own.
Get your own.
I'm here. Like I say, I'm a vessel, baby. So the energy that I have ain't even mine. I'm getting this from source.
That's right.
You feel me? So this, you know what I mean? I don't want to get all into my ego about it. Let's learn from each other. And I want you to be inspired. I've had many people come to me, even while I was out in London, like, Nesha, you helped me really get back into myself and wanting to be more outgoing and wanting to speak to people because just the way that you speak to people, I'm like, I love that. I love that when it's genuine. But for the people that's just moving around and you got this nasty way about you and you know.
Like you real stuck up.
Yeah,
like you think
know
you that.
you didn't borrow certain things.
Ooh, borrowed.
Nah, I know I did.
Get it
Listen,
back.
I'm gonna say it right here for the record.
Borrow.
I
that's
know
the
what
word.
I've done for the city of Atlanta, baby. Just on the energy alone, baby. I know what I've done.
Talk about it.
I know what I've done from Sunday to Sunday on Edgewood, every open mic, every this, every that. That's why I can step out into these places and people's like, wait a minute, that's Nesha. Because I put that energy in, baby. Humbly riding the bus to make it to these showcases. Sometimes having to take a little nap at the train station whenever it started back didn't matter. Baby, put some respect on my name.
Yes.
Ooh,
Because I
put some
know I'm
respect on
humble
my
out
name.
here, baby.
Hey.
Come
Put some
on.
respect on my name. I'll
Put some respect on my name. Put some respect
Hey.
on my name.
I'll
Put some respect on my name.
Come on.
Hey,
I'll treat.
put
That's
some respect on my
real.
name. Yeah. Hold up. Hold up.
You in this hamster. You been trying to bring the hamster out this whole entire interviews. You keep trying to bring the hamster out.
You want to be a hamster so bad.
But listen, you know what I love?
She's so stupid.
Where the wheel at? Where the hamster wheel at? She been trying to be a hamster this whole entire time. But listen,
I'm so dead.
I heard so many artists, especially newer artists. And like, how long you been in the game for? 2 years, and they already,
They already got this big head about themselves.
Yes, but what I respect is that you literally just said what you were doing. Like, you put in groundwork. You didn't have a normal team like everyone else. You got your support team, which is very important.
You've been at it since you were 9.
Since 9.
People just pick up a pen and start getting big headed. Like,
Yeah. But then what about the people that just pick up the pen 1 or 2 years and they through the roof already?
But how far are they gonna be there? And no offense to anyone else, but I feel like at the end of the day, you gotta move how you move. And
That's
if we're
it.
looking at people who had 2 years in the game and they already up, we don't know how long they're gonna be there. We have no idea.
We don't.
And that's why everybody needs to just stay humble.
Just stay humble.
You have to
Calm down and still be grateful, because anything can be snatched away just like that. Like, as an artist like yourself, I'm not an artist. Hold on, let me.
My girl said, as an artist, you are an artist in your own way, but you are an artist though.
I'm not a music artist. Let me be specific.
Okay, music.
Creative.
I don't do that. I don't do that. But I'm just saying.
What time is it?
Yeah.
Champagne o'clock.
Champagne o'clock.
Okay, but
I was gonna say, like, always be humble, because I work in the healthcare industry. Things can be taken away in an instant. Like, whether that's your voice, your vocal cords, your hands, your fingers, your mind. Like, just be able to, like, just be grateful every day that you even have. Thank you, Lord. This is amazing. Just be grateful for what you have, and stop, and don't be so big-headed and thinking that everything is guaranteed. And thinking that everything is promised. Every day is not promised.
It's not, y'all. It's not an outcome of what it is. I mean, because, you couldn't have told me at 16, 17 when I was on V103 and I was rapping and I was doing all of that up there, that wasn't it. I'm coming to school and everybody like, Nesha, you was on a...
Right.
We voted for you. Da, da, da. Like, that was so much noise. And then I'm performing at the clubs and all of this, like, after hours on the fake ID. All of these things that I was doing. Right, that's a whole nother thing.
You can't just throw that in there like that.
Don't incriminate yourself, man. Don't incriminate yourself. This is no incriminating evidence. Come on.
Run that, get done up. Hey. I got you. All right. But no, so saying all that to say, like,
wait a minute.
what was the point of me saying that? Because you was saying... What was you
saying?
saying?
You said champagne o'clock and then forgot
Not taking things for granted, and being humble about everything, because things can be snatched
away. Right, okay. So at that age, you couldn't have told me, like, all right, I'm on V103, I'm coming up here every weekend. I thought that was it. Everybody's like, yeah, you've made it now. But then you have to really realize what is you've made it to you.
Ooh.
Because to me, I gotta be honest, baby.
You only scratched the surface at that point.
Yes.
To me, you've made it is that peace of mind. It's not how you pulling up. It's not where you laying your head at. It is that peace of mind. It is not having that worry. See what I'm saying? Because a lot of people may be pulling up nice and laying somewhere nice, but you worried.
Yeah.
You biting your nails.
Because you got unfinished business.
I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to whatever it is.
Yeah.
It don't matter, baby. Listen, put me in a Honda Civic with a peace of mind.
Okay.
With a peace of mind, baby. So
and a 4-second gas.
You gotta really,
That's right.
You have to really define what does success mean to you. It may not look like the Forbes list. It may not look like that Grammy. It may look like something else. So I continue to define what that is for me. But I know that I'm on the path because I continue to see the accolades show me you are doing the right thing. Because it can be discouraging, obviously.
Yeah.
When you've been at something for so long and certain people be like, man, you should have been. And you may feel like, well, damn, I did accomplish. You know what I mean? Yeah. You feel me? So it's one of those things. One of them ones. Shout out to my folks in London. One of them ones.
One of them. That's what they say.
Is that what they say?
One of them ones.
One of them ones.
One of them ones.
One of them ones.
She one of them ones.
That sounds like some real
shit.
Right, but
she one of them ones.
That sounds like some
Atlanta. Though, y'all see the new tour that they got though. I just want y'all to see how they just continue to infiltrate the London lingo. The Chris Brown and Baby tour. One of them ones. That's where they got that from.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
That's crazy.
Okay.
One of them ones.
And Drake uses a lot of London lingo as well.
Okay.
So, but
What shot of Hennessy you want? One of them ones.
Girl, she one of them ones. I don't know. She one of them ones.
She one of them ones.
We know what one of them ones is. They one of them.
And it can mean a lot of different things. Like she one of them ones.
Oh, she one of them.
But nah, but she ain't one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? I like that.
I like it. It's interchangeable. Go ahead. What you finna say?
Everything calm.
I was just gonna say, like, so you've been having a whole lot going on this year. What else is coming up this year? Because we're only halfway through the year. So, like, possibilities, endless, opportunities still coming, I'm sure. Like, what is going on? Like, what can we look forward to?
Yes. First of all, I got to shout out Go Say Hello.
Ooh.
I got to shout out Go Say Hello, baby.
Come on.
Every woman podcast series, I got to shout y'all out.
Talk about
You feel me? And then going into that segue, saluting Loco Plus as well. You feel me? Saluting Megan, saluting Kate, saluting my position over there as female head of creator equity and inclusion.
Ooh.
So making sure
we love a good
you
title.
feel me? We get that representation all across the boards. It's about accessibility. It's about equity, inclusion. It's about, being transparent, you know what I mean? And really allowing creatives to own their IP and really know what it means to be not just local, but multi-local, baby. You local all over this world. You can go into any community and they know what it is. That's the thing about me. And this is why I was saying this in London, baby. I'm the real queen. Okay. No Queen Elizabeth.
Hey.
I was saying that. I was saying that in London and they was dead because they was like, Nesha, you killing us, girl. But they knew I wasn't playing about it because I was literally touching my people, baby.
It's the
you
confidence.
don't come out that castle.
It's the confidence in me.
I ain't throwing no shade on you, baby, but you know what it is.
Okay. Yeah, don't bring the queen over here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm touching my people, baby. The melanin. The melanin is the difference, baby. Let's just call it what it is.
Okay.
Okay. So saying all of that to say, whatever I was saying.
But you got some things coming up too, though. Champagne o'clock. I'm enjoying this so much, yo. Nesha, this is
Listen, you have a whole lot going on.
Yes, I got some stuff coming up.
That's what
That was what it was supposed to segue into, but it was
That's what I was talking about.
Jamaica.
Come on. Ooh, yeah, man.
First of all, shout out to So Far Sounds. I'm sick of you.
I'm sick of y'all this dang on champagne. I just
shout out to Rika G. Shout out to everybody over in Kingston. Shout out to Milky. You feel me? Shout out to everybody. Excuse me, Milk. Not Milky. Lord Jesus. Don't. Shout out to Milk. Shout out to you, Queen. Shout out to everybody over there in Kingston. I appreciate the love. I shot a video over there. Wow. I will be releasing it soon. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna roll out the behind the scene pictures.
Take your time.
Just different things. But I want to release it soon. I got to shout out to my boy Ty. We shot the video to Type of Time in London on my birthday. Didn't sleep. Hosted one of the biggest clubs. I got to shout out to the Menendez brothers. Thank y'all for believing in me and giving me an opportunity. Shout out to the Ministry of Sound. Shout out to Annalise. Shout out to everybody. Biggest record label in London. They just so happen to have a club inside of it too. Can hold 20,000 people.
Damn.
I got the opportunity to host that, bringing in my birthday.
Wow.
Thank y'all for that.
Wow.
Thank you.
Too.
They took care of me.
Can we come back?
Yeah, we
got to.
London.
Can we
gotta come back.
Listen, the way I was taking care of it was a different level. We have to, y'all. We got to. Because they need to see the people I'm coming with. They need to. Why not? This can't just be all for me. No, they need to get energy from everybody.
It's more to it.
It's more to it. Let's do it. So, yeah, shout out to Ty because we shot that video, no sleep. Caught the bus from the club, I don't know, like 6:30. Shot the video at like 11 a.m. No sleep. Outfit was ripped at the bottom. Nobody even knew. Whole crotch piece out. You know what I mean? I'm just letting y'all know the grind of what it is.
Okay.
So please, watch that Type of Time video, y'all, because we literally not on the same type of time. I was on GMT time at the time, baby.
What's that stand for? GMT Grand?
What is GMT?
Grand Marquis time?
Girl,
Sorry. General.
You know what it stands for? What do you mean?
Geographic map time. Okay, I don't need.
Gold, money, titties.
Hey!
Gold, money, titties.
What it? Hey, got that gold, that money, them titties. Big ol'
Oh my God. Wait. Because they're going to be like, Nesha, you said you wasn't the city girls, but girl,
It's given.
It's giving.
Chris, please.
It's giving Carisha.
Chris, please.
It's giving JT. Shout out to them, baby.
Yes.
Because
Shout
that's
out to
no
your shout
shade.
outs, okay? Shout
That's
out to
no
your shout
shade,
out.
baby.
Hey, we ain't never had nobody get this many
You
shout
just made me
outs.
shout out. How do you remember all these people? How do you remember? I love it. I love it. You don't forget about who brought you.
She respects people that
I
she
love
can't.
that.
Yeah.
You can't. Shout out to Queen of Fool as well.
Hey.
I need that footage. Somebody from your team got that footage of us interacting and meeting each other first. I'll send that through. Thank you for your work, goddess.
Yes, yeah, I should have brought it through.
Maybe don't put that piece in there.
But listen,
Maybe don't put that piece in there.
we are about to wrap up. But is there something where you can I want you to look into the camera.
Yeah.
And I want you to give, you've been giving shout outs, you've been giving praise, you've been giving, what you call it? It was entertainment. What was the word?
Edutainment.
Edutainment.
We got to put that in the caption.
Right,
With a definition
entertainment.
attached to it.
I want you, can you give some words to, can we give some words to your 16-year-old self and to anybody who is beginning this, what you would say to them? Can we give some words out to them?
Yes, absolutely. First and foremost, know what you want to do with why. Know the why.
Okay.
Okay, know the reason and realize that it's not going to be easy no matter what you're going through. I know at the time when I was 16, I didn't see no ends. Might have been living, shout out to Tanya. I think I was living with one of my high school homegirls at the time, barely going to school, whatever. Saying all that to say, if that is your situation, stay true, stay down, stay dedicated, stay resilient. It's not going to get easy. It's only going to get, I know people it's going to be, sometimes it's not going to be okay.
Yeah.
But know how to be okay when it's not okay.
Be okay with that.
Be okay with it not being okay. Mm-hmm. Bottom line. Continue to look to source. We can't always look inside, y'all. We got to charge up. Mm. We got to rest too. We got to relax too. Look to source. Know that you can lay your burdens down. When it's out of your control, baby, it's nothing you can do. It's okay. It's okay to be youth, y'all. Because I'm seeing us at 16 and we looking 26. I'm seeing us, baby. I'm still giving 16.
Y'all been seeing these proms? That's a whole nother
Girl,
story.
What the rest of the dress
giving
at?
Met
What the rest of
Gala.
the dress
It's
at?
giving too much. You 18 going to prom
Well,
like
not
that. But
enough.
that's,
Where's the rest of the dress?
pipe down.
Come on, it's the hand for me.
Pipe down. And where your mama at? Look, I'm sorry. Go ahead, girl.
And where your mama at?
Where your mama at? Where your mama at? Where your mama at?
Yes. So no, y'all. Yes. So I just want to say to everybody, continue to stand on that Godfidence. What is Godfidence, Nesha?
Confidence.
What
Put
is
it in
God-
the
Like, we gotta
caption.
have a whole terminology
we need a whole
thing for this
dictionary.
episode.
Look.
Listen, we need a dictionary.
resources.
We need a dictionary.
Another one?
We need
Another one.
Let's call it what it is. We need a dictionary.
Yep.
Okay, Godfidence.
Confidence.
It's beyond confidence, okay?
Uh-huh.
Because it doesn't come from
It doesn't
man.
come from yes.
And it cannot be taken away by man.
That's right.
It comes from a higher power outside of yourself. So you standing on that God-like energy.
That's right.
I'm Godfident when I step in the room. Oh man, she don't know nobody, but she brought light in the room. Okay, that's that Godfidence beaming off of me.
That's you.
Wow.
Come on.
Come on. This is the energy though, y'all. We got to continue to do the work. That's another thing. Do the work. That's another thing I would say. Do the work to my 16-year-old self, to my younger self. Continue to do the work. Yes, you were hurt by some things. Yes, you were disappointed by some things. Yes, traumas, this and that. We all have them, baby. Come on. It ain't too many more violins, y'all. Let's figure this thing out. Let's get past that.
Yeah.
Right.
Do the work.
Yes.
Before you be in your adulthood still trying to figure it out.
Whatever that looks like, do the work.
Whatever
Do
it looks like.
Love it.
Whatever it looks like, do the work, baby. Do the work in all facets, in your career, in your personal life, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. Do the work, baby.
Let's go. Let's go.
What we doing? Do the work. Hey, do the work. Hey, do the work. Hey, do the work.
Okay.
Do the work. Then she gonna get paid.
Hey, she gotta do the work. Then she gonna get paid. Hey, do the work.
Yay.
Yes.
Okay, I love it. So consistency, do the work.
Do the work. Do the work.
Listen. Go
This
ahead,
was
sis.
episode 7.
7, baby.
This was
Doing the work.
episode 7.
Doing the work.
Doing the work.
What is 7? What is 7? Ain't 7 a
Ain't that a big number?
Doesn't that mean
That's a special
completion?
number.
7 is completion, baby.
7 is the number of completion.
Look at how
And
we
I ain't
was-
saying that we
Come on,
done
come on,
with
come
this
on.
podcast, but this
It
one
ain't
was complete.
done, but this was complete. This
It was
like
it was a complete
conversation.
message. Yeah.
This was wholeness.
Yes.
In this
It was.
conversation, in this interaction.
It was.
This was full circle from even when we met at the studio.
know.
And
I
then
said,
when
girl,
we
come on.
met up again, I hadn't seen you in a minute.
In a while. It's been a
Now
minute.
Here, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it
This
makes
is-
so much sense. Episode 7. Hey.
Hey, Nesha Nycee said twice. Hey.
Episode 7?
Not 1.
Episode 7?
Not 2.
Episode 7.
Not 3, 4, 5 of them up.
What's
7.
up?
Hey.
Wait, don't say what? Listen. Wait. No.
It was a combination of the Carlton and that one dance they be doing on TikTok. It was like
That shit is so fire to me.
Yeah, no,
Y'all
okay.
don't-
Listen, you have a song that just came out. We got to do a TikTok too before we leave today.
We do.
Come on.
We do. Yes.
We're going to do it.
We're going to do it. We're going to do
Yes.
Let them know where
To
you...
the floor. Shout out to Oliver Knight.
That's right.
Shout out to my boy, fresh out of London. I appreciate you. I pulled up on you in Dawson, y'all. In Dawson. That's another like...
It's in London? That's
It's in London, yeah. So, yeah, pulled up on my boy in Dawson. We recorded the music there. We did, I think, 2 tracks, and I released To the Floor. I appreciate your patience, King, because I know I was on you, like, send it to me. Like, I wasn't playing because I don't want to sit on no music. It's out now.
Yeah.
It's on all platforms. I got everything coming. What's Up is coming soon.
Okay.
You feel me? Produced by my boy, Runner J. Thank you.
That's
Shout out to the
right.
Creative Click out in Jamaica. You don't know.
Done
Bless
know.
up, baby. Big love to all my sisters and brethren. You know what we doing. Big love, kings, queens, nice gang. The quick. You feel me? I love y'all.
Yes.
I think it's a wrap.
With that is we out. We out. Hey.
Thank you,
Hey.
Hey.
It's giving black girl magic.
It's a wrap.
It's no cap.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
It's giving black
It's a
girl
wrap.
magic.
You've just listened to the Every Woman series on Go Say Hello podcasts. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure to download the Go Say Hello app, the world's first face-to-face networking application that enables users to connect with the right people and businesses in the same place at the same time at GoSayHelloApp.com.